I don't know why every time I start this game, I think the control, my key commands have to use another key or whatever, because I seem to duck every time I start the stream. Okay guys, this is the base so far. I've finally finished reinforcing all these so that they hit downwards. I made a big mistake of doing some of these upgraded. I don't know how that's going to go now. Oops, itchy nose. Anyway, this stream is mainly just to do a bit of a walk around and drive around of all the cities that are on this Shadey map. So what I'll do is I'll start and get onto the bike. I'll get into about the centre, or what I think is the centre of the map. It's pretty quiet, there's not many zombies around. And as you can see, oh, there's one there. This is more or less the derelict part of the town, or city, derelict city. Lots of things to loot in amongst the buildings. Ways in and out of the places. I mean, you could loot all that if you wanted to. Pick up chairs, wrap them. Just about every building is a way of getting to the top if you're willing to pickaxe at them or at them with whatever pick you got. All garbage is lootable, just about. Let's get down. I'm not sure if I went down. As you can hear, they're whacking the building. And if you notice my base, it's built in a certain way so that when they do whack, they don't actually hit it. Occasionally they do, but I don't know why, but occasionally they do. But for the most, it's pretty impregnable. Bit of a camping area here on the village. What I might do is I might take a quick run. Should take a beer. I might actually do that. While I'm doing that, I'll just get my chat up. These buildings are all lootable. You can go through them and loot them. Mind you, the more you level up, the more dangerous the zombies in them are. The outsides, they don't seem to be that bad, but now and then I am coming across feral zombies, which will run real quick. This is apartment buildings, or sort of like a hotel motel sort of thing. They're all lootable. Heaps and heaps of rooms to loot. And let's just put this light up. And yeah, that Dijon building is like a hardware place. A lot of hardware. You can find a lot of hardware stuff in that. Oh, actually, that wasn't Dijon. That was a medical place. That other building, that one there. That I'm placing now. You can get a lot of health things and whatnot, food, health, and the Dijon. I've been through the top 4 floors on this one, and yeah, it's taken a long time. A lot of traps, a lot of parkouring and whatnot, a lot of things to loot. Got a bar here. You can loot the beer and that. Oh, actually, I haven't been in here for a while, I think, and I could use, so I think I have been here for a while, for a bit. Yeah. Could use more beer. Every now, I think it's 5 days, the loot respawns. Get ourselves a choice. There's the local stripper. She's unfortunately infected, and that's the way she's been since she's been infected. Got a nudity in this game. Church is lootable. As you see, if they've got a graveyard, you can actually loot the graveyards and loot the the actual coffins in the ground. Got a bit of water there, good. Cars are lootable. And in the Alpha 17, this is Alpha 16 by the way guys, in the Alpha 17 you'll be able to use cars, I believe. You'll be able to actually take them to bits, like find bits of this car and put them all together, and then eventually have lootable cars, drivable cars, not lootable. All these houses are lootable. All got their special things about them. In Alpha 16 they're not fully developed yet. They're very simplistic at the moment, but I've been told that they're even going to have storylines with them. Well, that's what they were hinting. I don't know if that's true or not. I think they're just thinking about doing that. Anyway, let's get back to the bike. There's a lot of buildings that are, you know, like every building has got their own sort of certain loot that you can loot. I don't know where I put the bike. Where did I leave the bike? I can't see its icon. Yeah, you can't leave the bike. There it is. It's straight up here. At the moment, we only got mini bikes that we have been allowed to build up and then use to get around. So this is a young thing I've got. I can't wait for the cars to come into play. So yeah, this is the actual thing. What's it called again? I forget. I know the bike's just around the corner. We've got the poopy pants, and that's where there's a lot of things. The Hagashi pharmaceutical, that's where we can get all our health things and whatnot. Poopy pants, the purple and yellow building there, that's the Poopy Pants Daycare Centre, and there we can find a lot of more brass. Got a lot of that. Come across brass, guys, and you're playing this game, you seriously need to get it. I scrapped the brass now because I found out when we scrap the cars and we scrap anything brass, we can just use one of these mainly. Yeah, it's locked. I haven't looted this yet. As you can see, we've got a few zombies here just sleeping around. They're called sleepers. Get too close, make too much ruckus, you will wake them up. And this is where you get your actual schematics. Well, most of the time you get paper, but now and then you get good. Let me say it again. Now and then you get good schematics. Okay, let's go for the ride to the next town or city. Look on the map. Let's see which is the closest next city. Zoom out. So as you can see, I've only looked at this small section here of the city. Whoops. But maybe I should go to that one here. And what we'll do is we'll head on north. And I'm facing north already, so whoops. Put my light off. Don't have light during the day. Now this game would make a great virtual reality game for virtual reality. The only problem is riding a bike, or if you're going to drive a car and it's going to be in third person, that's going to spoil it. So I hope they fix that so that you can do first person. Let me take a direct route. And hope there's no cliff at the top of this hill. These aqua fruits here to my left, they're lootable. The aloe vera I'm driving over now is lootable. There's different biomes in this thing. As you can see, I was in the desert. Now I'm going into, well, sort of just skimming through the the actual snow biome. This is going to take. Yep. That'll take me to the next town. As you can see, my bike's taking damage. I'm taking damage. So yeah, I've got to fix it again. So it's best if you don't want to damage your bike, stick to the roads. But I just want to showcase all the city areas that this place I started. But I'll show you on the map later on generally what area this is, but generally it's in the northeast quadrant of Shadey. I do apologise for that, but the game is still in the alpha, in its alpha stage. The alpha 17 is about to be released, so this is alpha 16. So alpha 17 will be bigger and better again. A lot more things to do. As you can see, we're coming towards the city now, and it's got its suburbs. And you can see the different biomes here from this distance too. So as you can see, it's another big city. But I won't walk through it, I'll just go sort of like a drive-through. Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to map the actual city areas. And each and every one of these buildings is lootable, guys. They've got factories, they've got derelict buildings, they've got these markets. Power and gas, that's where you get our gas from, although you can also loot the cars. Hey, Casino Rosebud, and welcome to my stream. Guys, Casino Rosebud's a regular of mine, and she's got her own channel too, so yeah, check her out. You might like her videos. She does a lot of different role-playing games, survival games. Anyway, getting back to the game, Diner, that's lootable. And the Cracker Book. Cracker Book is where you get a lot of good schematics also, guys. And we have here a car yard sales place. And that place is a supermarket of some sort. They're always changing. That one seems to have been opened when the apocalypse happened. And we've got another one there, car yard, another diner there. And here we have a different burger and shakes place. Pretty old looking place, not a drive-through place. Another Cracker Book there. I can see up ahead there's a laundromat. Got banks, and the banks got some really good lootable stuff there. Now and then you can get some really top stuff to go to traders. This game is also traders, or special trader places where you can actually trade. And here we have a courthouse, which is a lot of people in the past used to use, but not anymore. And the idea of the game is you build yourself a base, as impregnable as you can make it. And then every 7 days we have a massive horde of zombies, which you can make as big or as small as you like. So that's manageable for you. Mind you, the more zombies you kill, the quicker you level up. The quicker you level up, the quicker you have to work at getting your hairdresser's salon again. The quicker you have to work at your base and get it super impregnable. So yeah, it's a balancing game that you have to decide on which way you have to go. This game has also got a creative mode, so if you don't like the aspect of 7 days, there's a horde, and what you want to do is be in godlike mode. You can go creative mode and you can fiddle around with all the different aspects of the game in that way, and you can actually create your own city, which, by the way, guys, once this game is actually fully out there in the market, I will get around to actually then doing a whole city. I'll be actually taking this a place like this. I'll probably end up taking it all down and rebuilding it into a modern, futuristic, clean-looking city. none of the rubbish and garbage hanging around. As you can see to my left, or to our in front of us now, with the fire station. That's all fully lootable. You can get into it. Now, if you want to see some looting, all you have to do is type in 7 Days to Lie looting, and I'm sure that you'll come across a lot of other players that have got access to the game, which, by the way, you can buy yourself. And because it's early access, you get it at a cheaper price, and you'll have the privilege of getting the full game when it does get released. Another hamburger place, I believe. Hurry Harry's. Skate ring. That's lootable. There's a lot of looting, hidden things in there. Just a matter of knowing where to loot. Every dumpster you see, lootable. Every derelict building, lootable. So what I'm going to do is end. I'm going to get off the bike. Let's have a look at the map and see what are other towns. As you can see, I'll probably go to this suburb here, which is further north, northeast. So what I'll do is I'll turn around. And go northeast. Because the northeast, the next town has got even different, more, a little bit more different shops again. All of the animals and that you can kill, and they can kill you if you don't be careful. Mind you, the deer is the only thing I think that, and the rabbits and the chickens are the only things that won't actually kill you. So once again, this map is in your save. Well, when you start the game, just type in capital S H A D Y. I do believe that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So I said it was to the northeast, the next town. The next section of town. And I'm just looking for the other bars and that. So here's another Brooks or Cracker Book place, but it's a suburban one. We've got the Booby Trap, which has got a lot of things to loot. We've got a shotgun place here where you can get some guns and whatnot. The hardware store. We've got another Booby Trap here, just a different one again, over there in the corner there. And we've got the Power and Gas. Another hamburger drive-through. Poppin' pills. Now, on this map, I haven't come across the hospital Poppin' pills, but they have got a huge building of Poppin' pills, and it's a hospital. Another smaller one. And again, every one of these places, every single little garage, every single house is lootable, and they have got loot in them. So another daycare centre. Now these are all shops with all different things in them that you can get. And see this little place? Surprise, surprise! I found these sometimes can give you some really good stuff. A lot of people overlook these little ones. So let's look at the map again. And as you can see, I'm in this small section where I just drove through there. And I haven't actually discovered this whole town here yet, because that's connected here. Right? And I haven't actually discovered here. There's probably a lot more buildings there, which I might actually do. I might actually go head on towards. I'll make a waypoint and I'll head towards that way and see what we've got there. Just turn around towards that. And it's day 70. I do believe I've got 2 days. How many days? Day 70. Oh, we have a blood moon tonight for this game. So what I might do is I might stop the screen and then do a blood moon. The blood moons are very, on the base and it's dark, you can't see much. As you can see, where I haven't been, there's a building I can see way in the background. So that's another city again. So this Shadey has got a lot of cities, and I actually completely forgot. Let's go to the map and I'll show you roughly where I'm at right now. Where am I? So if you look at the coordinates, see my cursor how it's where it's at. I am 3268 north, 2417 east, but let's zoom out. If you want to be in amongst all these city areas and that, I reckon this city here and this here area, you want to be close to a snow biome. You also want to be close to a desert because you've got good food from the desert. And you actually want to be somewhere where it's not too far away from the desert and pretty much close, like within here, this area. You could go in this area, but the biomes actually get you heated up or cooled down or whatever. It's up to you where you want to live. But I reckon about here, so if you look at my cursor, right, this is my cursor, right? So my cursor, let's see now, about there. So it's 1272 north, 2806 east. That's where you'd want to be at on the Shadey map, where you got a lot of buildings. So let me just go a little bit more east. I hope this road does go east. If it doesn't, I'll just cut across the road. You want to be near water. You want to be near where there's a good source of food. Yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit over. And here's another suburb or city. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I saw a big building. Yes, I think, yeah, this is, we've been actually here. Oh, I've actually been on a server on this map, and I played on Missy Deluxe's server. Oh, that's another person you might want to check out, Missy Deluxe. And here's a parkour building, and this parkour building is a challenge. I mean, it is an absolute challenge and a half. And we call it a parkour building because there's a lot of jumping, a lot of breathtaking things to loot. So yeah, if you see where my cursor's at, if you go to that section, or if you ever get to that section there, a lot of good loot to be had. Mind you, the zombies that are there are absolutely beefed up. So even if you are absolutely fully armoured and fully beefed up, you're going to find out that it's going to be a challenge. And if you go there when you first start, I find that it's actually easier to do. Yeah, Ostrich Hotel. So far I haven't seen the actual theatre. Here it is. I call this the brothel theatre. And the reason why I call it brothel is if you take away the R and replace it with an L, you can call it the brothel theatre. Water towers, that's a good source of water there, guys. Okay, so yeah, what we can do is we can, this is actually a small town, which is a good place to go to, because what you want to do is you want to find a place that's flat, where you can start off looting, where the buildings aren't too hard to loot. Although, as you get on, they do get harder because you can find ferals and then radiated ferals as you progress and level up. But yeah, this town is actually ideal because you've got a few big buildings that are large. You've got the parkour building to loot. You've got the burger places for food and whatnot. And you've got these flats. The flats are absolutely essential because you can find your pots, pans and whatnot to grill. So yeah, and as you can see, we're not far away from the snow in the background. The snow you can actually use to cook up in glasses on the fireplace. So yeah, so let's go to another town which is not too far away again. I think it was to the south. That's right. So let's mark this place off now. We'll head off to this town. And once you get your bike, I mean, you know, all these are only a few minutes drive or a few minutes run. Now, not every town have got the same sort of buildings, so it's good to like set up a shop in one town, and if you've got other towns and they're pretty close to each other, it's a good thing. Let's go through these cornfields. These cornfields are lootable and you can actually replant. You can have your own farm. Oh, I just went past a nest. Where was that nest? I saw a nest. I'm seeing things. I always have a hard time finding nests, especially ones with eggs in them. Damn it. Could have swore I saw a nest. Anyway, I digress. Now this is game has it's, as well as it's got zombies, it's also got wolves, dogs. They're up down in this with eggs, hopefully. Yeah. What else has it got? Jeez, I forget now. I think it's mainly just dogs, wolves, and snakes. That's right. Give me some sugar. Nothing. I can see why I haven't been in this direction, because I don't really like the cold. All these shacks that you can find just in the middle of nowhere, they're all lootable, and they're all got their pros and cons. Everything's got a pro and con in here. There we go. So I can make another egg and bacon. I love those egg and bacons. And also, see these rocks? They give you nitrate and they give you coal. And with that you can make actually gunpowder. As you can see, the logs like that, what I just looked at, are lootable. And there you can find a lot of good stuff. Nice. Headache tablets are always good for health. And sometimes you can come across these, which can give you some good stuff. Alright, so... yeah, I don't think there's going to be a town in this little area. Maybe it will be, who knows, because it looks like it's going to grass again. Or to a forest land. Will you look at that? You know, I'm not hungry. Oh, right, so what kind of pants am I wearing? I'm pretty sure they're black, aren't they? They're black, not red in here. Red, red. Yeah, I might keep these because I can actually fix them. And do I have any cloth? I don't have any cloth on me, so what I'll do is I'll just do a quick loop to see if I can find some cloth somewhere. No. I should warm up now again. And here we go, we're in town. And I do believe we've been in this town, well I've been in this town. I'm playing on a server. Oops. Pretty sure it looks familiar. Oh no, if it's to the left at the end of the street. You know, with these boys, if you don't get them on one hit, they can actually infect you and actually bleed you out. Shitty. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I didn't want to use that. Did I just knock him out and I just killed him with the knife? Sounded like it, didn't it? Now, I'll probably miss out on a bit of leather from that, doing it that way, but hey, don't need any nails anymore. And some cloth. As you can see, I think this is potato, or was it blueberries? Blueberries. Nice. Well, I got my own farm. I don't have to bother about getting in. Now, this lead that I just found is good for making buckshot and bullet tips. And there we have a bit of a cemetery in church. And there's the church. So yeah, we've been here before. Had a bunker underneath the church. Actually, no, that's not the... Yeah, it looks very similar. As you can see, this town's got hardware, pills, groceries. It's got the... Oh, what's that place called? The Prowl Peeps, or whatever, burgers and shakes. It's got its prison and cop show, or cop place. Hardware stores. Now, this is a good little town to start also. Got a water tower if you're inclined to be that. Pop bills, a saloon. And this place has got a swimming pool. Yeah, I do. No, this is one without a swimming pool. The hotels do have swimming pools, some of them. Not all of them do. They're all different, a little bit different. House and gas. Lots of looting. And a little bit of a fortress here. A lot of people can actually use this. What you can do is you can put a deluxe core perimeter around the edge of this. And yeah, it'll be pretty well defensible. Nothing can get into the deluxe core. Even the dogs can be stopped if you put iron bars instead of this fencing. Because what happens is with the iron bars, the dogs' heads get caught in it, and you can whack them as their heads is sticking out through the actual fence line. So I'm going to cloth. Trash that. Even that, see that building there? That's trash, lootable. The water towers in the water, I'm pretty sure I said that. Oops. A bit more than that. Most of the little shrubs, trees and whatnot, you can get wood from it. As you can see, I just got free wood from them. You can get wood from that. You can actually punch, if you're starting first up, you can actually punch them and get free wood, and you can get your axe handled and whatnot straight away. You can swim underwater. You do have a limited time, but the more athletic you are, the deeper you can go. And believe me, you will need it, because a lot of airdrops do end up, well, for me anyway, end up being in the water. So, what building do I go into? Blue. Yeah, I don't like going too far away from base. That's why I chose a bigger city. I'm not really particularly worried about the immediate area losing the looting on that. Oh, another town. Have I been in that town here that I'm facing? Yeah, I have. That's one of the major big ones. So yeah, I've still got a lot of towns here to discover. And I do believe this is where I'm at here at home, you know? Can't remember. think I'm pretty sure I'm in one of the big ones. Ah, that's it. Not the largest one, but reasonably large. Alright, so let's head on land. And yes, we have been here. And I believe... No. That looks working for me, and it looks like... No. Any swimming pool? Nope, no swimming pool. Yeah, I've played so many games that all the towns seems to start looking familiar. But really they're not. They're pretty well random. But mind you, if you do have the Shadey, you will have the same city layouts. I think the biomes is what changes. I hope this is it. We'll see. I'm about 60%. I can always get more fuel. And I should be looking at these. Because I'm after brass. And the brass is used for the bullet tips. The bullet casings, sorry. Everything that you can loot in this game is usable. It's all precious. And what I'll do is I'm going to take a quick run to my back to home base, but I won't exactly go home. I'll just show you just one of the traders. There's many traders. And whoops, I don't want the glass. Got all the glass I need, so I'm not scavenging that anymore. I've been here before. Alright. Just make sure. I probably just missed one here and there. No, definitely been here before, so that's a good sign. Means I'm on my way back to the right place. Back to base. And something tells me I might have to cross the river again, or the lake. So this is just one of the traders. I don't think it's... I think it's a trader. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's one of them. Let's have a quick look. I haven't got nothing in to sell. Never done this before. So I need to slip and drive in, eh? So the other day when I got an airdrop, it landed on one of the roofs, and from inside there's just no way you can get onto it. With this one, you can get onto all the roofs, I believe. So they have to fix that other one. Anyway, let's see what this guy's got. Oh, don't want to look. This is where you usually trade with Trader Joe or Joel's. I suppose I got 4, so...
Make it snappy. I gotta take a crap.
Let me just sell him 1 water. And I'll sell him the leather. And I can sell him the pants, I suppose. Will he buy a rock? Base price 5 for 50. You won't sell. I need more rock.
Shit, man. I treat you that good and you don't even fucking tip me.
Excuse the language. So these painkillers are worth 80. Well, if you had the full...
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
If you had the full level up. I haven't leveled up fully yet. So yeah, the more that you level up, the cheaper things get, and the more you get for whatever you sell. The base that I built is fully craftable. It's yeah, you build it. What was this? No, this is about 10, is it? No, I think. No, let's have a look. I think I've been here, haven't I? Pretty sure I have. Yeah, I have, and there's a trader here. So yeah, there's traders everywhere. It's just a matter of, you know, here on the Shadey map. So if you're in the city, usually you'll find one not too far away. And you can actually you can mark out on your, on your maps where you do have points of interest. Oh, come on. I want to buy it. Getting a bit hot. So as you can see, with the biomes, they affect how you are, and you need to find clothing appropriate for all kinds of weathers. It's a pretty game. A lot of interesting things to look at and have a play of that. Looks like there was a freeway there at one stage and it's completely demolished. I just went by some rubbish, but I know that I just looted the other day. We found actually a lot of casings in the flatter rubbish. Rid of it. This way. And we got the reason from right. No. Okay. Right, let's get that airdrop. And with my luck, no, there's no water this time involved. Yeah, little tip: if you're going for a dive for the, let's say for an airdrop, and let's say you lose everything on your tool belt, right? If you die, what you do is put everything out of your tool belt, and then go for a dive. And if you can't reach it and you die trying to reach it in the water, that way if you do die, you don't lose nothing. And if you've got it that you lose your whole kit and caboodle, what you do is you don't have anything in your kit and caboodle. And I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller using via Steam, and that's why you didn't see me tap away at the keys or anything. I find everything's quicker with controller. And the reason why I use a controller is eventually I think everything will be like in virtual reality, you'll be using controllers or something in your hands, you know what I mean, to get around to that. So I thought I'll get into it straight away. You get it. Virtual reality is the way things are going. Where eventually here we'll be playing in a real life, realistic looking worlds. There's a vulture. That's another dangerous animal I forgot to mention previously. And they're a pest. They always infect you. So if you get struck by one of the vultures, you will be infected, and you need antibiotics or honey. Honey won't work all the time, so you've got to be quick in getting an infection treated with honey. But if you've got antibiotic tablets, you'll be fine. They cure most infections. I have a lot of fun in these buildings, in these derelict buildings. So much loot, so many eskies, so much food. As you can see, I mean, I'm pretty close to base and I haven't got nowhere near getting rid of or breaking down every car. I've gotten close. And here we are back to base. At the moment I'm at the stage of making paint and painting the place up. Oh, come on, get there, come on. Alright. Oops. That's good. I don't think I got that much in the bike. Didn't think I had that much. Okay, let's fuel up. G'day Peter, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you straight away. Okay, let's fuel up. And I've got 82, so I'll just leave it out here. In case I need to drop by and get a bit of fuel later on. Now, right, what's expendable? What's expendable? Nothing's expendable really. Oh, I'll just go inside and get that few jars later on. Let's get rid of the stone. No, let's get the stone here. Get rid of wood. Actually, we put that brass straight away in. Actually, I'll put it in the top one. Oh, it doesn't matter where I put the brass, I suppose. At the moment, I'm still making forged steel. And I'm making a hell of a lot of it. Because what I want to do is eventually do the entire building forged steel. So this all iron will all be eaten up by upgrading the actual base. Time to go to the trader again, I think. And I think we might as well do a treasure map. First things first, let's get rid of all the stuff that we need to get rid of. Feathers. Let's see, where am I putting the torches? I'm putting the torches here. Yes, I am. Oh, that's a nice one. I'll get that to 540, 550 now, that torch. Nice. Okay, and it's time to combine again. Oh, I've got an AK-47. Nice. I think it was something. Yeah, time to do a bit more combinations again. Let's put the food in. Health things away. Nice. Alright, so let's put this clay here. Here we go. That's it. So let's do a treasure dig. And for that we need to get rid of the... Actually, we'll keep the machete on us. Alright, let's read this. Alright, we'll accept that. And hopefully we'll get some treasures, get some diamonds, some gold, some nuggets. Alright, so let's show that on the map. Let's use the mouse for that. Right, let's hope that's not too far away. Yeah, this place needs to be painted. No, the right way. Completely the wrong way. Got to be careful here because a bit of a lake somewhere here that goes sort of... Oh, come on. Better driving than that, Pete. I remember when I first got on this bike, I was all over the place. I hated the bike. I preferred running around like a mad chook everywhere. But the bike is, well, once you get used to the bike, it's well worth it. I can't wait for the cars. I knew I saw a nest. Nice. Ooh, another one. Desert and snow seem to be my places where I always get to find the nests. Too bad. This is a rock. Wishful thinking. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to dig this place out. And I've only got 5 tiles to contend with. And because I'm on the final level, I believe. But it's in a radius of 12, I think you start off with. I just went past the nest then. Alright, so it's in here. So we just go around here and face that road. Alright, so treasure is there, and what you want to do is face it and see how now I've got that lined up with the north. And you want to walk towards it slowly. Yeah, unfortunately this tree is actually going to be helping me a lot. It's going to, because I'm going to use it as a pinpoint. So I'm keeping it in line until it flashes. There we go. And what I do then is I get my shovel out. Go back a bit and she's out. In. Right. there you go. What I was gonna do is I was gonna mark, whoops. I was gonna dig an X. And I was gonna use the north, and then I was gonna go to this direction here. Alright, and see how I got the flag. But I was going to use the chest. And there you go. See how I found it right in the smack bang in where I was going to make the X. That's how easy it is, guys. Even if you have the 12, it's pretty easy. Now they can go up to 5 deep, but you don't go past rock. It's never ever past rock. It's always in the doy. Alright, let's head on home. Not to bore you anymore. What we're going to do is I'm going to finish up here, and yeah, hope that you choose to use the Shadey map. Yeah, she's already checked that one out. And yeah, I hope you have fun. I hope you find all these cities that I just showcased. And I hope you, if you haven't bought the game yet, I hope you buy it. And hopefully we'll probably see each other on a server, maybe? I don't know, who knows? Wouldn't that be great? Or playing on one server and whatnot. Now these communication towers are great. Because what you can do is you can get every one of those towers down by hacking down the bottom, and down they come. If you have a look through my playlist, there are some videos of me actually getting them down. And here, what we're facing now is, there's a military camp, but around that military camp, there's all these mines, so just be careful about that, guys. Also in the booby trap, there's mines and booby traps and whatnot, so just be aware of that. With the buildings, there's floors that will collapse down on you, and you'll end up breaking your leg, and hopefully you've got your splints along with you. And hopefully you don't break your legs twice, because it takes forever to heal. And yeah, while you've got a splint, you're slow as all buggery, and the zombies can actually get you. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for participating in the video and watching in the video. If you haven't hit that like button yet, and if you like what you saw, hit that like button for us. Oops. Yeah. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and you'll be notified whenever I do go live. Oh, I missed. Wow. Okay. So yeah, bye for now.